The struggle for Ukraine shows that the country is in an existential crisis, and it has twin challenges. First, externally, Russia has gone to war with Ukraine. That's one enormous problem. Allied to that, Ukraine has the legacy of the Soviet Union, the weight of that on its shoulders. And unfortunately, there are still vestiges of those years, even in the form of personages or in the form of institutions, which continue to drag Ukraine down.
Ukraine has a struggle on many fronts. Ukraine has first and foremost a struggle on the external front, and which is self-evident, but it has an internal struggle to change its system. Its system is not only a sort of holdover from Soviet times, so some of the practices which result in corruption, such as informal networks and so on, and a lack of respect for institutions, but also the building of strong institutions, which is still needed.
Sanctions is the only coercive element of the West's policy, and it is assuming too great a burden. You cannot combat an armed assailant by robbing his bank account. On top of that, the quality of Ukraine's armed forces and its National Guard units is considerably better than it was during the last major Russian offensive. But there is still a lot to worry about.
All of our policy recommendations, all of our money, all of our efforts should go into reinforcing the idea of Ukraine as a European, modern, reformed country. Not a perfect country, not one which should not be kept strictly to Western norms and standards, one which indeed, conditionality is very important. Not that conditionality isn't related to territorial integrity. Whatever Ukraine does, whether it performs well or performs badly, its territorial integrity is a matter of international law, and it's a matter of fact. So Ukraine, that needs to be supported no matter what. In terms of developmental aid, advice, training, kit, then that is indeed conditional upon performance. And there I think obviously the Poroshenko administration has a lot of work to do, but I think all things considered, it's kind of heading in the right direction.